Master, Master, we keep saying Ghana is sweet until this happens. Oh my God, bro. My sweet Dodge.
Guys, my name is SK and I welcome you once again to S.K.M Media 7. It's so sad to see, what is happening right now. And as you can see, look at the crowd. Yes, look at the crowd. It's about to rain again. You know, today what happened, the rain started yesterday now, which is from what's today's date? Today is 29th. So it started yesterday, 28th. 28th on Sunday evening, and it rained up to 29th, which is today, and it stopped at around 3 p.m. Yes, 3 p.m. in the afternoon. And let me tell you something. See, the reason why they are complaining that those who build or those who are buying land at the waterlogged and or like those who bought land at where the water, supposed to pass, they have to, move from them. You see, last 2 months and last month, there were a lot of, demolition in Accra, especially Sakumono. And over there, most of the people are complaining that their houses, their buildings are being, taken from them. And with that, people are complaining, even to the extent that the chiefs who sold land for these people, some of the chiefs, they are not being affected. But those who, bought the land from there, they are the ones rather being affected with this, flood. You can see mm, the whole of Accra places are being, full. The, the whole of Accra, a lot of places are being flooded. And look at Scanty's house. Look at Scanty's house. And this man who normally come on TikTok, who sell electrical appliances, the Bobo one, electrical appliances. This man cry. Look at the ad. He lost everything. The warehouse or the company, everything is being, flooded. So what I thought is going on in Accra, the capital town, what I thought is going on in Accra. And to those of you who are buying land at a wrong place, buy land at the wrong place, please, you have to be very careful. And I think the government have to, wake up and do something about this. It is too much. It is getting too much. The flood in Accra, the flood is too much, and the government have to do something about it. Look at the way houses, the flood is carrying people, cars away. Houses, cars, everything is being, taken away because of the flood and because of improper, building. And now this is the time that the government have to wake up. This is not a village or a place. This is the capital town, and something like this is happening to us in our capital town. So I think the government have to, wake up and do something about this. Look at people's lives, and that is also, flooded, and the people over there are, going through hell over there. So this is the time that, the Sakumono Rapsa site, those who are built, the things that they need to do, either they, remove the chill gutters, whatever they have to do, make sure the water get its right way to pass. They have to do so that the water will get its right to, pass. Guys, in case you are new here and you haven't subscribed, don't forget to, subscribe to S.K.M Media 7. After subscribing, you turn on the post notification bell to also that you don't miss important videos like this. This is so sad, man. People are losing their businesses, their capital. People are losing their businesses, their capital. Subscribe and enjoy the full video. Thank you. And I would like to say my condolence to Dr. Makeda. So sorry, man. So sorry, Dr. Makeda. I I called you and you told me you are not in your house again, you move to a nearby house. That is sad, man. This is so sad. Even in your own room, how do you feel? Moving to someone that maybe you don't know, or somebody you know, for the first time sleeping in the person's room. So, Dr. Makeda, my condolences to you. So sorry. This is the time the government have to do something.
Flooding in Accra is not an engineering problem. It is just a problem of indiscipline. It's not an engineering problem, it's a problem of indiscipline. We have drains, and everybody says, why don't you do sealed drains? But the problem is, when we do sealed drains, people drink sachet water, they eat papaya in those styrofoam plastics, and they just dump them anywhere. And these plastics wash into the drain, and they go and block the drain. And so if you have to unclog the drain, you have to remove all the drain covers and clean it out. You clean it out, you cover it again. In the next 3, 4, 5 months, they have clogged again. But that is not even the major problem. The major problem is the location of Accra. You have the S.K.M mountain range, and you have the Atlantic Ocean. Before people came to Accra, you had the Lafa stream, you had the Densu, you had the Sakumo stream, you had the Kole stream, you had the Odo stream. All of them were rainwater that falls in the mountains that flow through to the Atlantic Ocean. Then you come and build a city in the path of those streams. What do you expect the streams to do? And even if you build, leave the causeways. If you come to London, you see the canals in the city. If you go and build a house in that canal, where will the water go? It will go back into people's houses. Unfortunately, Nana Misremu, our traditional rulers are selling plots in streams. It's not this Nana Numa I'm talking about. We have places they call Ramsar sites. These Ramsar sites are wetlands. And they said that migratory birds come from Europe during the winter. They come and spend vacation with us in Africa. Then when they finish the vacation and it's summer, they fly back. And they started to protect the Ramsar sites because of the migratory birds. But let me tell you what the Ramsar sites do. They are wetlands. So when they receive the water from the S.K.M mountain range, the Ramsar sites are huge wetlands. So they absorb the water into the wetlands. and discharge the water gradually into the ocean. So if you build and you fill and build, you fill and build, you fill and build, you are reducing the size of the Ramsar site, of the wetland. And so when the water comes, what is left cannot contain the water. And so it will overflow and flood people's houses. I've seen from the air, helicopter, a stream coming from the Kwapim range. And then it reaches somewhere and they've built across it. And so the stream has nowhere to continue. So it will flood your houses and flood houses of people behind. Now when government takes action and begins breaking people's houses out of the waterway, the same people will say, hey, that's our problem.
And it's also do better 4 years and yet a baby say by a bell.
Oh, Diana.
I mean, I am you. And you will probably say, I'm becoming send Crawford down Mabu, our animal. Say, yeah, I'm a mumbu no movie bear than this year. I don't know, I mean, Tias, a mumbu or movie bear day. Assassin or mumbu, yeah, then no movie assassin bear.
When we talk of wetlands, somebody who is watching, the person has no idea about wetland. When we talk of wetland, what does wetland stand for our mothers and our brothers and sisters who don't have no knowledge or idea about wetlands?
So basically, if we want to we talk about wetlands, we are talking about lands or areas that is partly covered by water, either permanently or temporary, or areas around water bodies. So wetlands are areas where water are collected and they are stored and released gradually into the soil for other important uses. So we have several forms of wetlands. We have the natural ones and we have the artificial ones. When we talk of the natural wetlands, these are the natural rivers, lakes, water bodies, and areas around our oceans. And then we have the artificial wetlands. These are the ponds, the dams, and all other forms of irrigation that man has created. And it's mentioned Keita Lagoon Complex as one. We also have Songo Biosphere and Ramsar site, which is at Ada. We have the one at Winneba called Muni Pumazi Wetlands. And then we have the almighty Sakumono Ramsar site. This is where we are standing now. It's become famous for the wrong reasons, but it's all part of the struggle to maintain our wetlands. And then we have the Densu Delta. That's another troublesome part of the Ramsar sites. So I can say that we are doing a lot to ensure that our wetlands are maintained, particularly those that have been designated as Ramsar sites. But the challenges are enormous, more especially those that are in the urban areas. The competition for lands and other land use purposes is so much that we find it difficult to maintain them in the midst of the competing claim for land use.